Hi, I'm Gordon from Camera Labs, and this is a very quick hands-on first looks review of the Canon RF 24-50 f4.5-6.3 IS STM, a compact general purpose zoom for EOS R mirrorless cameras. Announced in February 2023, it costs around £379 by itself, but also becomes the kit zoom for the EOS R, adding just £200 to the body-only price. Now, while kit zooms rarely set the world on fire, their subsidised pricing can still make them a great option, even as a backup lens, as well as making the camera easier to sell later, so I always recommend just going for them. The new 24-50 becomes one of the most affordable lenses in the system to date, but isn't far behind the existing 24-105 f4.7.1 STM, whether bought alone or bundled in a kit. At the time I made this video, the 24-105 STM cost around £470 by itself, or added about £300 to an R6 kit, so it carries roughly a £100 premium over this new lens. Note there's a much more expensive RF 24-105 f4L model, but in this video I'm talking about the cheaper version with the variable aperture and STM focusing, which actually did really well in my review when I compared them both side by side. Okay, so most obviously compared to the 24-105, the new 24-50 may start with the same wide angle coverage, but obviously it only reaches half as far at the long end, making it less useful for portrait or close range sports and action. It's also dimmer, offering its maximum f4.5 aperture only for the first couple of mil before closing to f5 until 32 mil, then to f5.6 until 40 mil, after which it operates at f6.3 for the rest of the range. This actually makes it roughly 1 to 2/3 of a stop dimmer throughout the focal range. But the new 24-50 is much more compact, weighing just 210 grams, measuring 70 mm in diameter and employing a collapsing design that allows the barrel to fold down to just 58 mm in length, extending only a little in operation. Meanwhile, the 24-105 STM is bigger all round at 77 by 89 mm and weighing almost double at 395 grams. This difference is also reflected in their filter threads, 58 mm on the 24-50 versus 67 on the 24-105. The minimum focusing distance of 30 cm on the 24-50 allows about 0.2 times magnification versus 0.4 times on the 24-105 when both are fully zoomed in, so you're going to get greater reproduction on the 24-105. Both lenses offer optical stabilization, with the new 24-50 claiming up to 4.5 stops of compensation on bodies without IBIS, or up to 7 for those that do have it. Meanwhile, the 24-105 claims 5 stops alone, but in practice you're unlikely to notice any difference. There is a switch to disable it manually if preferred. Both lenses also employ STM motors for quick and quiet focusing, and the 24-50 also supports focus breathing correction on the newer bodies, although this may come for the 24-105 STM with a firmware update. In terms of controls, both lenses also offer 2 rings, one for the zoom and the other switchable between manual focusing or as a custom RF control. And like all of Canon's non-L lenses to date, neither of these are weather sealed or supplied with a hood. Sad face. And until I get my hands on the lens for a longer period, that's all I can say for now. Personally speaking, I'm still fond of the existing RF 24-105 STM as an affordable general purpose zoom, but if you're after something more compact, perhaps to pair with a smaller body like the RP or the new R8 launched alongside it, then the RF 24-50 could be right for you. After all, it's roughly 2/3 the length of the 24-105 STM, around half of its weight, and about £100 cheaper too, whether bought alone or in a kit. Let me know what you think in the comments, and once I've fully tested it, I'll link to that review here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.